Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Butt Stuff. It's your premier Sunday morning podcast happening on a Sunday morning. We are Butt Stuff. I'm DJ here with my co-hosts, Ed, Jim, and Jerry. How we doing, everybody?
Good. Hello.
Good.
We're coming in hot, and when you're with Butt Stuff, you're in the danger zone. That's what I'm saying.
Like when you're watching Butt Stuff or when you're performing?
Both.
You know,
Perfect time.
You know what's bananas? Did you hear about this pill that they came up with that like makes it so you can't get AIDS?
I did hear that.
That was like a while ago, right?
Did we talk about this already?
I don't think we talked about it, but I've heard about it.
Dude, isn't that fucking bananas? Like, why isn't just everybody taking that pill?
Just on the Daily Bee.
Why don't they put that in the water?
It's probably super expensive.
It's also like if you're just not getting any, why are you taking it?
I don't know.
You can get AIDS from more than one. You could get AIDS from blood. You know, you're walking down the street, you accidentally step in a pile of blood.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
I do that all the time.
Dude, I've had this nightmare before where I don't know what it is, but it's always like I'm just in like I just like fall in somebody else's blood. I'm like, oh,
Wait, it's a nightmare that you have? That's awful.
yeah. At least twice. I've definitely had it twice. I don't know. It's just like something. Maybe it's not even blood. I know I fall in something that's like blood-like.
A thick red viscous substance.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. I was like, how do I get it off? And I was like, do I have like hepatitis or something now?
And then do you try and shower it off, and then it just doesn't come off right?
No.
That's the way it would go in my dream.
Dude, did you
Just knowing my own brain.
I think that they were doing some kind of gene testing in China, and they like made it so you can't. They found like the genome that is attributable to being what's it called? Susceptible to AIDS or immunoviruses or something like that.
Is that with
Oh, really?
using CRISPR?
What's CRISPR?
CRISPR is like the gene editing thing that they're fucking with in
Oh.
China. It's like a very hot, controversial thing.
What do you think about gene editing?
Yeah,
It's the wave. No. I don't know.
I'm like athletic taper, not boot cut. No, I'm just gonna straight taper.
That was it was a gene joke.
Yeah. So you'll
bell
get-
bottoms.
Bell bottoms are in now.
Bell bottoms are in. Jerry,
I have not noticed these bell bottoms.
So speaking
Jerry,
of bell
what's
bottoms,
your favorite kind of jeans?
I like a good slim straight
Bet you do.
with a good relaxed waist, maybe a little stretchy waist.
Put that
Oh,
in your
those ones
dating
are
profile. Like a slim straight
That-
with a stretching waist.
I do like that idea though of your dating profile just being the description just being your gene of choice. I like chinos, baited
fan
acid wash with button fly.
No, you like Express with the rips all over them.
dude,
That's
who likes,
true, that's
who likes
true.
the button fly? I hate the button fly.
Dude,
Button fly sucks.
button fly is for ladies. I've never seen like imagine your dude. You got to take a piss. You got to do 7-8 buttons before you fucking can achieve the goal. You know.
I mean, there's plenty of those, like, you know, you see those people at Fish, they're wearing button pants. Some of those hippies that are just like a burlap sack on their legs.
I think I probably had a pair of button fly pants when they were like trendy, like back in like mid 2000s, something like that. And I was probably like, these are so stupid.
I did have those rip-off basketball pants, and I loved those.
Oh,
Those were
those are
incredible.
awesome.
Those are really cool.
You never know when you're gonna have to rip off your pants in any situation.
I was big into like what was it No Boundaries cargo pants, cargo shorts. I mean,
Oh, those are good ones. Too.
every like since I was like well, it used to just be athletic shorts. When I got to junior high, I was like, I need cargo pants, and I would just have like a grinder in one side, an axe can, weed, like it was just mad utility.
So much storage.
for your
What's-
stoner on the go.
Yeah, I don't understand the attack on cargo pants.
Yeah, I don't
Well, you
either.
look like a clown when they're full and you're just like,
Well,
like
yeah, when they're full,
throwing-
yeah.
throwing your pockets before you everywhere you go. just fucking mad weight, just like
Yeah, you can't hold your pants up because you have 8 pounds of things in your pockets.
Because you have a grinder and a weed.
yeah, that was the thing.
axe
It was just like, do you need a purse? No. Do you want a fanny pack? No. Backpack? No. Got my Nobos. You
The
know?
Nobos.
By the way, that would
Really
be
tight belt.
that's a great current joke to just carry an axe can around with you now.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's an implication though. like you're either doing something really sketchy or you're just a fucking chode Chad from the fucking 2000s, early 2000s,
Well,
trying
that's
to
why
get
it's funny.
trying to bang fucking junior high kids or whatever. I haven't used axe since literally I was 14.
Yeah. I was just wondering who still uses axe. Is
DJ.
it just geared for is it just geared for junior high and high school students? Or are they the only ones that use it?
No, I think it some people do use spray. It's just not Axe anymore. Like Red Zones kind of took the helm there. Axe had good marketing back in the day, but they fell off. Same with like Tag, but like now it's more like I feel like Procter and Gamble just fucking nudged them all out and just does like I think spray deodorant is the fucking stupidest thing in the world. Absolutely hate it. And just like the aerosol or whatever just gets like stuck in my throat and all that shit, and it's terrible. And like the second, like I know that it's like kind of lame, but like patchouli just does like the same shit and just is infinitely more forgiving on the body and soul. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
But
But
I don't-
also just deodorant does.
I don't use patchouli. Or,
Yeah, I just use deodorant.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, but I
That
mean
works.
like the thing where like if you're trying to use like, all right, I get it. If somebody has like an allergy or something like that, you ever meet these fucks?
Well, they get irritated.
Well, there's like since there are chemicals in like antiperspirant and deodorant and stuff like that, you can get like a rash.
Oh yeah, that
Under
shit
your
armpit.
fucks me up. I
Yeah.
fucking I use women's spray on deodorant.
I could tell.
Not gonna lie, I recently
Secret?
I made the switch maybe
Jerry
like a
has a
year
secret.
ago, and no rashes, no problems. It's fucking dope.
You know, it's gentle enough for a lady, but strong enough for a man.
Yeah.
Secret.
Right on the
I
money.
got a secret.
I'm not ashamed.
Is
What's
it
the
is it
brand?
secret?
No secrets. I don't give a fuck.
What-
Oh, good. That's good.
All true.
All true. Rumors.
No. What brand is it though?
Oh, I said Dove.
Dove.
Oh,
okay.
Dove.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You know Secret's a brand, right?
No, I had no.
Damn, that makes it less funny, but it's still more funny
Oh
now.
my god.
Because at first I was like, damn,
I was like, that was the quickest.
good yes and Jerry. And really, he was just like, yeah, this is me.
I ain't got no fucking secrets.
As I use women deodorant. I don't care.
I scooped it from the mountaintops. It's good shit. Yo, I used Dr. Squatch.
Oh, you did?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How'd that work out
it
for you?
was kind of like soap.
What flavor?
Fresh something.
Mm.
That's what my
Fresh Mountain.
my brother was using the Dr. Squatch. I asked him about it, and he said he's been using it for like 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
It's $5 a bar, so that's like kind of. I guess we'll see how far this
I
bar
don't-
takes me.
I don't think he was using
Mm.
soap. I think it was for deodorant.
Oh. Is it a big bar?
Yeah.
They look big.
It's like that big, probably like that wide, maybe like an inch or two. It's pretty solid, dude. The only thing that sucks is like I had a little soap caddy. I'd put my shit in, so like keep it safe. It doesn't fit in the soap caddy. It's like 2 bars of soap, I guess.
Hmm.
Think about
Hmm.
it like that. It's pretty cool.
Hmm.
I
Dr. Squat.
no, everybody when we did the ep where we were talking about our soaps, everybody was like, "Yo, I love Dr. Squatch. You gotta
Yeah.
try it, dude." And so they got me.
Yeah, I didn't know you can get it like in
It was at
stores.
Walmart. I saw it at Walmart, and I was like,
Yeah.
"All right,
Oh, really?
fuck it." You
I
know?
always thought you had to order that special on the internet.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like fucking. I poo-poo all the stuff that's like, "Oh, you got to get it through subscription through us because we're just gonna spam you with all the shit that we can't sell." Like, you know what I mean? I fucking hate that shit. So I wasn't gonna do that. But like, if I just saw it there, and it was $5. I was like, enough assholes talk to me about this. Then give it a shot. You know,
But it sounds like you were just like, it's soap.
it's pretty soapy, dude. The first time I used it, I think I went too hard in the old pits or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I got like a little bit of an irritation, but then I
Ooh.
stayed the course like Iraq, and the second one was good.
Did you get a yeast infection?
No, but that does happen. You know, DJ. I would say you're the yeastiest motherfucker that I've ever met. Okay, so
I'll take that. I'll take that. That with pride.
Just a preface. DJ had this big yeast infection on both his armpits for like decades, dude. No, it would be like a hot summer day. And DJ would be like, like my armpits they're hurting, and I'd be like, that's like a fungus, and he'd be like, no. Right, and then you get really mad.
Let me tell you what really happened. What really happened is I came out of the shower one time and was like, you ever get that like kind of burn when you put like deodorant on, like if you do it like right after the shower, and then it was like, oh yeah, you got a yeast infection. That's a yeast infection, bro. And then every single person that we met for the next 8 months, it was, oh, DJ has a yeast infection.
I don't know that it was probably like a week, dude.
No, yeah, it probably wasn't that much.
It was just one of those things where like, anytime DJ would get like mad about it, he'd be like, it's not a yeast infection. It would just be so funny to me. I'd be like, no, but it is. It was the same thing with steaming your turds, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that just happened.
Yeah. Yes.
He's not even denying it.
He still
Yep.
does that now.
That
So,
happened
I
all
did.
except for the part where it didn't happen.
I did steam the turd.
I think of that a lot of the time. I'm about to shower, like because you go to the bathroom prior, and sometimes I'm like, do I just let it sit? But then I think back at steaming turds, and I'm just gonna flush.
Well, okay, I get.
I'm glad you decided to flush rather than steam.
All right, so I get the idea. When you're sharing a water heater with like you got a fucking apartment. There's four people living there, 5 people at one point. You know what I mean? So like hot water is so precious, and if you like started the thing and then you flush the toilet and it makes it cold for like a minute, you know what I mean? Then I get that, but it's the only way I could reconcile it in my head. Otherwise, I don't know why you would steam those turds. Because you go in there and it should smell like decadent post shower, like Dr.
the
Splash.
misty.
Like it should lead you in with the come here fingers.
Mm.
But instead, it's just DJ comes out of the fucking shower smelling like turds. And there's just turd aroma in the shower, dude.
My favorite part about that was always when you would tell a complete stranger that I
You
would
guys
go to the
steam
bathroom
turds.
and steam my turds.
Who did
It's-
I tell?
There, I can think of a few people. I won't call them out. We can talk after. But there was a few people. But
Guy steams his turds.
but yeah, is the thought that you would be explaining it to someone, be like, dude, he'll take a turd and he won't flush the toilet until after his shower.
Yeah, why do
you do that?
And that well, that's the whole thing is you're not in there with me. You don't know what I'm doing.
I just don't know how you can come out of the shower and then it
you
still
know that
smells
I'm
like.
sitting- let it sit there.
All right, I had to go in the shower after you, and it was all turds, and there was not like you got out of the shower, turned off the shower, and left. So there's no other fucking plausible like hypothesis for why it would smell like turds, dude.
Sometimes turds just smell, man.
For like the duration of your entire shower, like you took a turd. Yeah. Okay, fucking liar.
That's a stinky turd if that's it.
Yeah.
Big if true.
I get
Watch DJ just like
I'm
shit
not
all.
ashamed of my own
He
body.
shit all over the floor. He was like, fuck, and then just like ran the shower as he cleaned up all his turd.
That's a funny explanation.
I gave you the benefit of the doubt with the turd steaming, dude. Just take a fucking life vest when we throw you one, And we had to get down to the real meat and potatoes of it. Okay, so what movie did you say? You said you saw a movie.
Anyway, I went to go see a movie over the weekend. Last night. I saw a couple movies last weekend too, which we can delve into that. But it came in with Kenny Loggins, The Danger Zone.
No, you saw Tom Cruise.
yeah.
Saw Tom Cruise in Top Gun Maverick, which I got to tell you guys.
I heard it was good.
It was a good movie, man. Let me see here.
How good was it?
It was pretty awesome. It was very cliche and cheesy for most of it, but it also ruled pretty hard.
Did you get to see Val Kilmer's neck?
No. He had it covered up by an ascot, like Freddy from Scooby Doo.
Did he talk in the film?
Yes, he did.
How's he sounding?
They not good.
Well, what happened?
So
He ate some bad pussy back in the day.
Oh,
He
that was
got
the,
throat cancer.
that was the Michael Douglas.
Oh wait.
Have you ever heard that?
no.
So Michael Douglas got throat cancer, and they were just like, "What do you think contributed to your throat cancer?" He's like, "Eating too much pussy," and like that was his excuse because he's married to Catherine Zeta-Jones. It's very attractive.
Hmm.
But anyway, Val Kilmer has a throat issue, so they
Wait, those guys aren't the same person?
no,
No, okay.
no, they're not. Val Kilmer was once Batman. Michael
So-
Douglas was not.
But Michael Douglas was in Top Gun.
Michael Douglas was not in Top Gun.
Hmm.
Val Kilmer was though.
So when did what is Val Kilmer's, or excuse me, it's Val Kilmer, right? What's his throat issue?
I mean, I don't know what in real life what his throat issue is, but
Tracheotomy?
something
He's the throat goat.
bad. But
Throat goat.
they just have him typing on a screen when he's in the movie. Spoiler alert.
They have him typing on a screen?
Yeah, and he talks at one point.
Wow, that
Where he's
stinks.
like,
No, yeah, he has throat cancer.
Did they talk about it in the film as to why? Like he's not talking much, or
yeah, they addressed it in the film, which it kind of didn't make sense, but it did.
They said that, oh, he lost his mask at however many thousand feet.
No. Basically, he was like he texts Maverick at one point. He's like, "I need to see you," because he's the like admiral at this point. Like he's worked his way up the way in the Navy, so he's the admiral, and he has to talk to Maverick, who's been in the Navy for like 40 years, but is still just a captain because he's like, "It's just what I am, baby. I'm not moving up because this is what I am." So he goes to see him, and then his wife's just like, "The cancer's back," and it's just like you didn't tell him until like that last second. Like no one, like it got bad enough where he can't talk, and they just didn't tell anybody. Like how does that happen where you're in the Navy and you're communicating with people all the time, and no one knows that this guy can't talk until Maverick shows up, and then his wife's just like, "Oh yeah, the cancer's back," and he's like,
Nobody in the Navy
"Do it
knew
for the kid."
with his Darth Vader voice. I'm sorry, that's terrible.
It was pretty impressive that
Wasn't it his first thing back in like 20 years?
I don't know. It was pretty cool to see him, if you've seen the original Top Gun, see him back together, united, and it feels so good.
I'm reading right now what caused his throat cancer. Although it hasn't been publicly linked, experts believe it's HPV-related oropharyngeal. Sounds like something like esophageal shit, but
Mm-hmm.
cancer, which includes cancers of tonsils, base of the tongue, and throat. So
Interesting.
it says also can be caused by tobacco use and excessive alcohol consumption. Combustion.
uh-oh.
But yeah,
Catherine Zeta-Jones pussy too on the list.
cheesy but awesome at the same time. Very cliche.
Would you recommend?
I would recommend.
How many stars?
I would give it out of 5. I would give it like 4.
Nice.
Okay, now where's Hellraiser? Just so we have a.
'Cause Hellraiser's a solid 5. So yeah, I would even give it above a 5. I would break my scale for Hellraiser. But yeah, like the cheesiness of Top Gun is very cheesy and cliche, but you get over it with how awesome it is towards the end. Cause like they're like, it's an impossible mission. And then there's like the one guy who's the pilot that's just like, guess what? I'm better than everybody, and I don't care about any of you
Who's that?
guys.
Who's that?
Hangman.
Hangman.
And they're like, you know why they call him Hangman? Because he's all out for himself. And then he's just like, hey, guess what, guys? Can't keep up, get out of the kitchen. Everyone's like, you gotta have your wingman. He's like, guess what? He can't keep up because I'm too fast. And you're just like, Oh, get out of here with this bullshit.
They're like, isn't Hangman 50 now? You think he'd cool down? Why has he still got the fucking frat boy jock thing going?
Well, he's one of the new class,
Oh,
one
okay.
of the younger ones.
Oh, is he the dude from Whiplash?
No,
Ass
that's
whiplash.
that's Rooster.
Oh, Rooster.
He's Goose's son.
Oh, Rooster.
God, I already want to.
Goose.
I already hate this movie so much.
I'm telling you though, it gets pretty awesome
Do
towards
they
the
play
end.
volleyball?
No, they have a football scene in this one that doesn't make any sense at all.
Nice.
They don't playing with the boys. That's the best part of that scene. Let me get that song.
He's okay.
But yeah, they call it two-way football. So like they're supposed to go on this like deadly mission that no one's supposed to be able to actually be able to do. And
It's like a video game, early '90s Sega game.
it is. You'd be racing on a motorcycle.
This is Road Rash.
Road Rash. Playing with the boys. But yeah, they have
Tom has his shirt off.
so like the guy in charge is just like what's going on here? Oh damn it! This is actually the song,
And we're being
and
sued.
we're fine.
And we're sued now.
That's supposed to be the karaoke version. I'm sorry. Anyway,
It was a quick catch.
You just play it. Just type that song in, but like Sega. I guarantee
Yeah.
something will come up. But what were you saying? You were saying there was one scene.
so they like the guy in charge is just like, what the hell is this? We're supposed to be going on a deadly mission in 2 weeks. They have to be training. And he's like, hey, you said you wanted me to build the team here. We're building a team. This is two-way football, offense and defense at the same time. And they're just like playfully, there's two footballs going. They're just throwing it back and forth to each other. You're just like,
It's like what Tom Cruise thinks sports are like.
yeah, pretty much.
Like, I got an
funny.
idea. Just fucking. How many were there? How many people? Like 10?
Probably like 10.
Do a basketball scene. You know, quick, easy. Everybody gets it.
Can't play basketball on the beach.
Dude, you know what I would do if I was making a movie? I'd make like a knockout tournament movie.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, why hasn't anybody? Knockout is just such a great game.
I don't know. It is a great
You
game.
guys want to play knockout?
I do
love
want to play
Knockout.
I
knockout.
anytime we actually played a game of basketball, I was bummed. I was because I wanted to play knockout and be like bulldog somebody and be like,
Yeah. Yeah, knockout's fun. It's a good one. But yeah, I also saw last weekend I saw Lightyear and Doctor Strange.
ugh,
Ooh.
Wow.
Lightyear.
Did
How
you-
was Lightyear?
Lightyear was good.
All right.
It's pretty good.
The thing that I don't get about Lightyear is in Toy Story 1, didn't they already establish that they're all toys just coming from a factory?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the main?
I think in the beginning they're like, back in the 90s, Andy bought a toy. It was Buzz Lightyear, and this is his story.
Yeah, but we know that Toy Story already. He
Yeah,
was a
but
child's plaything, and he was shipped to Andy's house via Amazon.
No, the character Buzz that inspired the toy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Buzz Aldrin.
You see, I missed the first 10 minutes, so I didn't see that part.
Oh,
So that very well could have happened.
yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was
Well,
decent.
What was the other? Yeah, and you saw Doctor Strange.
And Doctor Strange, which let me tell you,
It was good, right?
Doctor Strange ruled.
Oh,
They
yeah.
brought back some heavy hitters that you wouldn't think would be in the MCU. That you're just like, oh damn.
Like Sonic? What do you mean?
No. Well, I don't know. Do you guys want me to spoil it?
But no, but like they're not Marvel characters?
So they are Marvel characters, but one of them there's two of them that are heavy hitters that have been in Marvel movies but not MCU movies. So they're like characters that you're just like, oh damn, I never thought they would show up in a in like an MCU movie.
And the casting for the one was
Jet
awesome.
Li's the one.
No.
Yes,
For
Chris
one
the
of
Dragon.
one of the surprise characters, the casting choice is great because it has been requested for years through the fans, and then they did it. And yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Did you go see it too?
I seen it when it first came out, and now it's on Disney Plus. So if you guys,
Is there one or two of those movies?
Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
That was the
Uh,
second one
yeah,
that just came
second.
out.
Okay.
How old do you think Jet Li is?
he's in his 50s.
I would say probably, 51.
59.
Ooh, he's an old man. Jet Li's the one. That was a good movie. You guys ever see Kiss the Dragon?
No.
Kiss the
Oh
Dra-
yeah, no, I saw that one actually on TNT. That shit's lit.
Yeah, they played that one nonstop on TNT. I'm pretty sure it has DMX in the movie.
Oh,
It does,
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Hold
I've
on.
seen
Hitter.
that.
And
Yeah.
then
That's DMX's best work.
It is. It was good work from DMX. But the whole thing is that there's supposed to be a Kiss the Dragon is when you insert a pin into somebody's spine at the perfect point where they start bleeding out of all of their orifices. So he's basically just doing his karate, and then he just puts the pin back your
It's
neck,
like
and then
the-
blood starts coming out of your ears and your eyes and your nose and your mouth all at once.
Tarantino saw that movie and
Fucking
was like,
ruled.
Kill Bill coming up.
Yeah,
2 years.
Yeah.
Five
that-
finger death punch.
That kind of reminds me. I'm reading a Murakami thing right now, where like this lady has like a needle that like people don't know that she's an assassin, and she just like kind of pricks them, and it just instantly ends their life. It's very
Mhm.
similar.
Yeah,
Do you think there's anybody out there with those very unique set of skills?
Oh yeah,
probably.
You think there's somebody who can like throw a needle from like a dart and just kill you,
Oh,
hit you right in the fucking
Probably.
sweet spot,
it's gotta be one.
like bullseye?
Yeah,
I never miss.
They should start making. They should make villain movies.
I think they were trying to do that with
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad and
Venom.
Venom.
But
now
Suicide Squad, they're
making-
still fighting the good fight.
Yeah, and now Marvel's trying to say that Venom's like an anti-hero and all that. Like, oh, he's just, he's not evil. He's an anti-hero. And it's like, no, that's not
He's
right.
killed mad people.
Like,
Well-
he eats people.
I mean, he in the first movie, Venom does like basically both movies. He is like fighting for the greater good,
The greater
but
good.
he is. You're right. He's not a good guy.
Yeah,
Thanos is a good
he's
guy.
a villain. He's
Honestly, Thanos was,
Thanos is a good guy.
That's what I've heard.
he's got good intentions.
Yeah, saving the universe.
Yeah, just in his own weird way.
Mhm.
Nothing weird about it. Just the way he framed it. He's just like, man, it was random. There's nothing I could do about that. Just like, yeah, I lost some people too. I had to kill the only people I love to get here.
Yeah.
who was that played Thanos? Josh Brolin.
Yeah,
Yep.
Is that yeah.
the greater Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
It could have
Good
been
guy.
Gerard Butler. It could have been any of those Ed Hardys, those big fucking meathead brolic dudes.
Dude, I am really.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom
Ed
Hardy.
Hardy.
I was Ed Hardy.
He's the guy from the shirts.
Wait, no, Tom Hardy's the guy who did Bane, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Did I say Ed Hardy?
Yeah, you said Ed Hardy.
Both work.
Yeah, both work. I'm sure Ed Hardy is evil in his own way.
Yeah, him and Von Dutch have been fucking exploiting child labor since the fucking 90s.
Did you guys watch that Von Dutch show?
No.
I only watched I watched a couple episodes. It was interesting though. Basically, there's like 6 different people who are all just like, I created Von Dutch. And then being like, oh, I know that other guy. That other guy's a scumbag. He didn't create Von Dutch. I did. And then it's all these people. And they're basically all just scumbags. I guess not all.
So it's
But-
just like all the Hardys.
Yeah, pretty much. Ed Hardy, Tom Hardy, Laurel and Hardy.
What the fuck were the Hardy Boys' names?
The Hardy Boys. Good question.
Did you read any of those shitty books?
Yeah.
You know what I always
sucked.
enjoyed more? A Nancy Drew
Mm.
or Sherlock.
Yeah, Hardy Boys / Nancy Drew Mysteries.
Oh, there's the same author?
I think so. Frank and Joe Hardy.
Douchebags.
Also sounds like that could be their porn names. Frank Hardy.
Joe Hardy.
And then they could be that's a G. If no one's done that yet, they'll probably get sued their balls off, but no one's done that. If they're a porn duo called the Hardy Boys.
Did you ever see they have a Scooby Doo porno?
Oh, really?
It's pretty good.
Never seen that one.
Scooby Wada Do Poundin'. That's what it's called. It's one of them.
You saw that?
I think we watched it at Hurlbut.
No.
I think.
Dick's out or Dick's in?
Oh, Dick's out.
Yeah, my dick was out.
That means mine was too. No.
I'm even more frightened to know what Dixon is.
Dixon in
Dick's
Trow.
out or Dick's in.
Oh, Dixon Trow. Okay.
Not talking about butt stuff here. No. What is it called? What's a what's another one? I'm trying to think. There was another good porn spin. It was Lord of the G String on Skinamax. You ever see that?
No, but I don't doubt at all that that's a thing that was made.
The Throbbits have to destroy G String with evil powers and Mount Poon.
The Throbbits. Man, so many. The fact that they didn't win an Oscar for that writing,
Dude, they might have got a Woody
Woody or what's the? Is that what they're called at
Adult
the
Film Award or whatever.
AVN
No, but, I don't know.
awards?
I,
Something like that.
I was raised by Skinamax. There's a lot of funny softcore porn starring Evan Stone that made it on Skinamax.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I always kind of thought that I was gonna write at least like hacky porns and then shoot them and be a millionaire because I just had. You remember the list that we would make of like all the cheesy porn names?
Oh yeah.
I just don't know why they haven't done it yet. But porn game shows could be huge.
Yeah, that's true.
Porn game shows.
I think they have those in like Japan.
That's what I was gonna say. That sounds
I
like
watch
a
them a lot.
Japanese thing. What a reveal! How come they haven't done that yet? They do. Yes, they do, and I've watched them plenty.
Well, I mean, like here,
Yeah, that's.
I'm not gonna watch a censored porn.
question.
Fucking damn Japanese
What,
blurring everything out.
What network or what channel you think could host a porn game show
Pornhub.
like on television?
Jerry, only your parents still pay for cable.
HBO,
What was that one channel with the man show?
Skinamax,
No, that was
Comedy
Spike.
Central.
Spike.
Spike. I'm thinking of Spike. Yeah, they would do a porn game show, followed by the man show.
Yeah, I'm talking about like
Made for men.
I'm saying I don't want the censors involved. All right, so clearly we have to go a less mainstream channel with this thing. You can't put. Otherwise, it might as well be on in Japan. You know what? I might as well watch it again. That's the whole thing I'm trying to get away from is the blurred.
Yeah,
But no, it's always like they'll have like a line of people, and then like somebody will play a game or something, and then like whoever loses is like, oh, you gotta fuck them now.
This Friday night, this is Jet Porndy.
Every time that you get a question wrong, they just come over and whack your ball sack or something. And if you win, you get to bang Stormy Daniels or some other washed up porn star from like early 2000s. Who's your favorite early 2000s porn star?
I don't know.
I
was never really good with names.
Really?
I guess Lisa Ann, is she early
Yeah.
2000?
Yeah.
The blonde one.
Oh, Lisa Ann, the number one, or wait, no, Mia Khalifa probably is, but like top 3 still to this day.
To this day, I thought she
think
was
so.
retired.
She's probably fallen off, but I mean the videos they hold up.
They still get the views.
Yeah. Same with Mia.
Yeah,
All the top,
she's staying relevant with Twitch and all that. She's on Twitch.
all the upper echelon is like out now. They just rotate it out because now they're like, oh dang, I don't want to get like once you can evolve past it and start producing it, that's just what they do. They're like, oh sick.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're
Don't
like,
need to
I
go
don't
get beat
gotta
up
do this
now
anymore.
on camera. Porn. Do you
But
think
Buzz Lightyear was good.
I don't know. I heard that it was like I forget who else saw it, but somebody was like, dude, just like a 2-star movie. At least it doesn't hold up to the Toy Story franchise.
Well, I mean, all of his Toy Story movies are far better.
Did you see what was the latest one? Was it Toy Story 4 or 5?
I think 4.
The one with the spoon, and they had Randy. Did Randy Newman do any Buzz Lightyear songs?
No,
Then
and not that I saw.
Get the
I mean,
fuck
like I
out.
said, I missed the first 10 minutes. So
He's doing.
You
You,
know.
got a friend.
You
in me."
got
a friend in me. Who was doing the soundtrack then?
there wasn't, it was kind of action packed. So there wasn't too many, like song. It was like
DJ.
there weren't a
and
lot of mainstream songs in the movie.
DJ and all the other 5-year-olds are on the edge of their car seats. It was an action-packed thrill ride.
It was
4 out of 5 stars. Second only to Hellraiser.
second only to Hellraiser. Yes, absolutely. I mean, Hellraiser nonstop thrill ride.
Yeah, very true. Especially
The
the
whole
second
time
one.
you're like, is he gonna come back? Come to daddy.
Open the box.
That's more salt than you wanted. Gonna raise
Yeah.
more hell than Hellraiser. Dude, I don't know. What's your favorite horror movie ever besides Hellraiser?
Good question. Favorite horror movie ever? I'm a fan of the Halloween movies.
Mm-hmm.
Classics. The new 2018 Halloween. Not the
Yeah.
most recent one, but the one before that.
That one was good. I'd say for like more contemporary movies, I thought, what was it? Is it Insidious? What's the one with the little creepy girl that gets her head knocked off when she's in the car?
Hereditary.
Hereditary. I thought that
Hereditary.
movie was
That
That
fun.
movie rules.
That movie was good.
That was really
Movie
good.
rules.
I hated that movie.
Dissenting
I
opinion.
I
Yeah.
thought that was a great
There's such
movie.
a good payoff at the end.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
The thing that I didn't like about it is like I mean, maybe it's the slow build is the way to do it. I don't know. I don't make movies, but like the whole thing is like literally nothing happened until that girl's head got knocked off. And it was like an hour in, and then like everything started happening. And I get that, but like the rest of it is just like you could just have that be the opening shot.
No, I thought wasn't there a bunch of weird, creepy shit with that girl, like saying a bunch of weird shit to her. There was a bunch of weird
Yeah,
shit
clicking
leading
around.
up to that before she fucking
Yeah,
got her head
the
conked
whole
off.
slow burn. You just feel like this eerie, uncomfortable feeling the entire time.
Isn't that too like when she's like the fucking one girl's like climbing up the ceiling or like climbing up the walls and she's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I thought that was after.
I thought that was after
No, it might be.
too. But also too, if you don't have the slow burn leading up to that, that's such a shocking moment that when it happens, you're like, oh shit. Like, if you don't have that leading up to that, then that moment isn't such a punch in the gut when it happens.
Right.
Kind of similar to what was the Haunting of Hill House in that one scene when it's just like the whole episode is so slow and then they're just driving in the car and then like the fucking sister comes in from the back seat
Yeah.
and just screams.
yeah.
That was one of like the best jump scares in a long time I've seen.
I love Hill House was really good. The sequel, Haunting of Bly Manor, was pretty good. And then their recent one, fucking Midnight Mass, was fucking so good.
Oh,
didn't
I
see
heard about
Midnight
that.
Mass.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
It's the best one.
It's amazing.
I know what I'm doing in October.
I hope they come up with something new this year. Like,
Yo, honestly, in October, I kind of want to get like Shudder. Shudder looks like it has
Ah,
some
that does look
crazy
good.
fucking movies.
Which Shutter?
It's like a horror streaming service where they get a lot of really fucking weird looking cool movies.
Yeah, we were talking about before. Did you guys, Ed and Jerry, you ever see Clown?
no.
You guys got to watch Clown.
You ever
man.
see clown porn, man? You should look into it. A lot of balloons in there, dog. No, what's clown about?
Clown is about a guy that is going to like it's his son's birthday, and so he wants to be a clown for his son's birthday, so he buys a clown suit and he puts it on, and then he can't get it off, and he's just like, all right, come on, this is like, wacky, I can't get the suit off, all right guys, I don't know what's going on, and like he's trying to go into work and he's like, I can't get it off. And then all of a sudden, like, his
It's a
starts
metaphor.
like growing like curly hair and like getting like makeup.
It's like that episode of Dexter's Lab where he gets bit by the clown and starts to turn into one.
Yeah, so he basically starts turning into a clown, and then you find out that it's like some sort of curse, and like to break it. He has to do some like real evil shit, basically, or he's just going to be an evil clown for the rest of his life. Great movie. It's some one that starts off where you're just like, oh, this is like funny, and then towards the end, you're just like, this is not as funny as it started off being.
Did you see that they're making an evil Winnie the Pooh thing? Because like
Yeah.
the whatever the licenses on Winnie the Pooh, it now became a classic, like just recently. So now anybody can do their own interpretation of Winnie the Pooh.
So it's the 100-acre wood is going to be haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That dude,
There's a lot of
whoever-
porns coming out too.
Whoever's making that story has been sitting on that for years. Like
Yeah.
as soon as the rights were like, "Hey, you're good to go," he's like, "I got 10 stories."
Yo, did we talk about the there's like a connection about some people think that Snowpiercer is a sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I did not hear about
Dude,
that.
there's a lot of stuff to it, which
Really?
is pretty interesting. They were like kind of talk about how the both movies are very similar in the fact that it's like a group of people traveling through this like extravagant, weird fucking thing, and only one of them at the very end makes it, and they become the new CEO, or like in Snowpiercer's case, they like become the new runner of the train. But the one guy, one of the most interesting things I thought about it was in the at the end they talk about how in Snowpiercer how they're using the children to run the train. The guy mentions that there was a race of people that went extinct that used to run the trains, and they don't have them anymore. So now
The
they use
Oompa
children.
Loompas.
So it's Oompa
That's
Loompas.
crazy.
Mm.
And something else too about how Ed Harris at the end, his name is Wilford or something, and they were like, maybe Charlie changes his name in homage to his to Willy Wonka and goes to Wilford.
Wilford Wonka.
Or can it just be like Willie's just like, yeah, I'm done with candy now. I'm gonna kill people on this train.
There's definitely like almost enough things to it where you're like, this very could well be true. Like it could be like someone watched like the what is his name? Boon Hee Kim, the guy that directs it. Very possible that
John
he could have
Boon
like,
Ho.
okay, yeah.
Bung.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Big
but
if
yeah,
true.
Interesting. You know, a funny one that I saw the other day. Did you guys have you guys been watching the new Stranger Things season?
no,
no,
I
I've
just
not.
I just finished watching season 3, so I'm caught up now to season 4, and I got to start that.
Well, this isn't much of a spoiler, but there's a scene where they're in a roller skating rink, and I saw somebody online being like, "You know what I just found out about Stranger Things?" And they're watching it, and he looks at the like in the background, and it has the date on like something in the roller rink, and it says March 22nd, whatever year it was, and then it flashes back to another scene earlier in Stranger Things. And it's Will's mom is just like, do you know what today is? It's March 22nd. It's your birthday. We have to celebrate. And he's like, everyone forgot about Will's birthday? So
Well, what's
That's
funny
big,
about that is
you
I
know,
think the directors
flaw.
came out and said, "Yeah, we actually forgot about that," and it was a coincidence that happened.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember you and Josh talking about that like last week or 2 weeks ago. Where
See, I fucking hate that shit so much because it just like when you make shit like that connect with intent, it just makes it so much more amazing.
Mm.
But like one of my biggest pet peeves is like if you're watching a Simpsons episode or like like any series where there's like a continuity issue, like they have a flashback to a similar thing that causes a similar thing. Like one of my biggest pet peeves was like when remember the last time I watched you, Stewie, and then he's jumping on the bed and then he has like the normal head and then he makes it a football head.
Yeah,
I just thought it'd be funny if like every time after that they reference like I don't know, just have like a storyboard of that shit that you check. Happens a lot in The Simpsons too.
That's got to be hard with Family Guy, where they're just having
A bunch of random shit.
flashbacks,
Well-
random stuff happening all the time.
yeah, I don't mind it in cartoons because
I know.
they call it like the suspension of disbelief, where like you're watching a cartoon, you can kind of
I know.
Or like just like comedy things things are supposed to be funny like that in general.
Yeah. But like also like you know what it is? You see like shit like if you can make Law and Order like contemporaneous, like you know what I mean? Like where everything like is you reference the same shit even though it's been like got thousands and thousands of episodes and like fucking the most writers ever, but they all kind of work together. That's what I'm like. That's in my opinion anyway. Makes like okay, you can suspend disbelief, whatever, but it makes it way more awesome if you guys all work together. It's like the same thing with comics. Like if there's like a fucking like if there's like a comic thing that's like different, like an origin story that's a little different, obviously there's different writers and shit like that. But if it's in the same series, that'd be fucking annoying,
Yeah.
in my opinion anyway.
Hmm.
I'm just one of those people where I'm plagued with this memory where little shit like that just bugs the crap out of me.
That's why people in the MCU must have just a team of people constantly pouring through those films, because there's just so much of like going back in time in different universes that it's just like it has to be the most complicated thing ever.
And that's honestly it's the beauty of it. At least what they're doing now. It's just that everything is referenced fucking the slightest tiny. They'll take like 1 second from every movie and be like, all right, we
Mhm.
got to reference like not 1 second, but maybe like 10 different things from like 10 other movies, and then somebody will be like, oh, and point it out to you on YouTube. So I don't know.
Genius.
I don't know. I definitely it's impressive when it happens, when they do it well.
It is very impressive.
Like, dude, did you see in Stranger Things they have a fucking nod to Beetlejuice in there?
Yeah, I did see that too.
What part?
I don't know. They're showing a graveyard, like a little toy graveyard, and it has Beetlejuice's grave
Oh, I did not
because
know
Winona
that.
Ryder was in Beetlejuice or whatever.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it was I can't remember the exact scene. I'll have to think about. I'll get back to you, Jerry.
Nice.
What's your favorite Easter egg in any like movie, show, or
Yellow.
what?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Sky blue.
Literally Easter egg. Anyway,
No idea.
moving on.
But yellow's just a bad one. Like
Yeah.
they come yellow at the fucking normal. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Like brownie.
Good question. Best Easter egg.
It's tough.
I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, I've never
Let's Google
seen
that.
I don't know.
I mean, would you call Stan Lee like an Easter egg? Or
No, what? That's not an Easter egg.
'Cause,
That's a
like-
cameo.
yeah. So what would be an Easter egg?
An Easter egg would be like, all right, you know how in Pixar they always leave a hint to the next movie,
Oh yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, they do that a lot in Pixar.
Yeah, so like in Monsters Inc., like they were in Sid's room in one season or thing, and that reference they like in every movie they reference something from the past and they give you a hint to the next one. And they
Yeah.
had like a bunch of balloons set up exactly in the same layout as Up or whatever. And
Yeah, it's pretty cool how they do that.
I know.
That's
what I said.
Some clever stuff.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it counts as an Easter egg if you just reference shit. I don't know that. I don't think so. It's like something that you have to look for,
Mm.
I guess. But the early retirement shit is in like every other episode of The Simpsons. It's so funny. At least like seasons 1 through 6, it's just so good.
What's that?
What?
The early retirement.
Anytime something like a police car blows up, and then like Chief Wiggum will be like, he was 1 day away from retirement. Something like that.
That's funny.
Jim says it all the time too.
I'm looking up a list of best Easter eggs. One is in Fight Club. Fight Club is a movie all about like consumerism and like the more that you buy, like
the
more
Starbucks cup.
Yeah, and there's Starbucks in every scene, I think, or
Yeah.
something like that of Fight Club.
Well, I thought Simpsons, or excuse me, not Simpsons, Fight Club guy. Like anytime I see product placement, I'm like, they needed money.
Oh yeah, ain't Pulp Fiction? Don't they set the clocks to like 4:20 or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Kill Bill, the main character is like an exact mirror of the joke that Uma Thurman tells in Pulp Fiction, or where she was in the show Fox Force 5. Basically.
Okay.
So there was that.
Video game Easter egg. I think it was in one of the Borderlands games. You go into You like shoot a block open or something, and then you like go down a tube, and it just becomes like a Mario world.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. You like
Oh,
collect
that's cool.
coins, stomp on some Goombas.
I saw also Borderlands reference like you fight the Ninja Turtles, but they're not really like Ninja Turtles, but they're supposed to be the Ninja Turtles. You like go down in a sewer and you fight like 4 dudes.
Yeah. You bring them pizza, and then they all come out.
Yeah.
Borderlands does have a ton of them. Borderlands has the one too. They have the Dark Souls, the bonfire. You like run way the fuck out in this like poison island. You need to have a lot of
Oh.
life or you die. And then you
That's
get there
cool.
and there's a dude resting at a bonfire. I think it's Solaire, which is cool.
That's dope.
In the Godfather movies,
Yeah. There's
every
a cat.
every time there's a cat, there's a cat. No, I'm just kidding. There's
Oh.
every time there's oranges,
Death.
it represents someone dying. So every time you see oranges, someone is like near to death.
Oh.
Like when Don Corleone is in the like orange like field, basically.
He puts the orange in his mouth as the scary teeth too.
Mm-hmm.
What was it called? I looked up I was trying to find the Simpsons like early retirement thing, and there's a Chief Wiggum's talking to the life insurance guy, and he's just like, "What if you don't make it?" He's like, "I'm gonna be shot 3 days before retirement." And then he's like, "But what if you don't get shot?" And then his wife starts crying. He's like, "Honey, it's okay." He's like, "We all get shot. It's the business. We call it retirement." Stupid.
In Tron, he's looking at a big like screen that has like it looks like a symbol of something that he's trying to like go around, but it's just a big Pac-Man. If you look at it closely enough, or it looks like a Pac-Man.
I think probably the most popular Easter egg is the Wilhelm scream. They just like jam that in every movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a pretty crazy one that I didn't realize.
I thought it was
Is-
the Willem scream.
In
I don't know what it is. Wilhelm.
Okay.
the Wilm scream.
Willem Dafoe scream.
In Sid's room in Toy Story, it has the same carpeting as
The Shining.
The Shining.
Right? Yeah.
that's pretty wild that they would do that. That's pretty awesome though.
that is
That's a
pretty
good
cool.
reference. Shining might be one of my favorite horror movies.
Did you ever
So
see the
good.
sequel?
There's a bunch of
Dr.
East-
Sleep.
Yeah.
Bunch of Easter
really
eggs in The
good.
Shining for the Kubrick working on the moon landing shit.
hmm Did you ever see the movie that was trying to explain all of, like the Shining references?
Yeah. Was that room 451 or something?
Yeah, something like that. But basically, it's like just all these theories of being like they were trying to allude to this.
Wasn't there like
No,
a
they-
whole thing about like like Native Americans? They talked about like the branding in the one room of the.
Yeah, it's like all Native American, like alluding to Native American genocide, like how that's like a theme in the movie. Because there's like, yeah, all these like brands that have like Native American heads on them, like when they're walking through like the kitchen and the pantry, and then there's all like the big Native American like dream catcher things on
And
the
just, like,
wall
decor,
and,
yeah.
decor all over the place.
Now, what role do you think Stephen King had in, or has, I guess, in any of the productions of his like works?
I thought that Stephen King didn't like the original Shining, and that's why he made his remake of The Shining.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a hand, and he hated the original Shining.
I feel like every person whose works were used by Kubrick hated his work,
Mm-hmm.
because what he would do, he'd just take mad liberties with the story and make it more about like the chaos and the villainy than the actual like point.
Well, I mean, he did have a point because I bought the like Shining miniseries that was directed by it was Stephen King's The Shining
Yeah.
instead of Kubrick's The Shining, and that sucked compared to the Kubrick Shining.
Yeah.
Kubrick Shining's a masterpiece.
I'm not saying they're
Stephen
not
King Shining
masterpieces.
Sucks.
I never knew that even existed. Stephen King made his own thing.
Yeah, it came
Yeah.
out in like the early 90s, late 80s, maybe.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like a 5 episode, and each episode is like 2 hours each.
Oh,
So you
Yeah.
watch it and you're just like, I'm watching like an 8-hour movie right now.
I think it's actually meant to make you feel exactly like Jack.
Yeah, exactly. Because the guy, like, it's just so, it just goes nowhere. Like, the whole thing is just such a slow burn that you're like, all right, come on, get to it.
Stephen King did that a lot back in the day. I remember
Good
like
Lord.
he did some other series that I remember my mom and like their whole like my grandparents, they all watched it like week to week. Was it The Stand? I think
Oh, I think so.
it was like another thing where it was like just these 2 hour long episodes, and they would just like throw parties, and it sucked because they'd be like, Jim, you're not old enough to watch The
you
Stand.
can't watch this.
And then like whenever
Nothing's
I
gonna
would
happen
see it,
in this episode.
yeah, it's just like a couple of guys in leather jackets standing in the desert, like, oh, we need water. I was like, the fuck is this?
I couldn't watch this. But then again, Stephen King also did Pet Cemetery.
Listen, for me to enjoy anything Stephen King does, he must be drinking, smoking cigarettes, and doing cocaine during it.
Mhm.
And if he's clean of those things, I will not partake.
Still, one of my favorite Stephen King things was Creep Show. I thought Creep Show was an amazing low budget horror movie.
What's the Creep Show?
Creep Show is like broken up into 3 or 4 different stories, and
It's like short stories.
yeah,
Yeah, Creep Show is pretty awesome.
Shawshank is the best Stephen King work.
There-
IMO.
there is one of the Creep Show things where they just take a tarp and they just have a tarp floating in the lake, and that is a monster, and it's just kids running away from a tarp. They're like the tires, the sludge.
Yo, there was a lot of what's it called in Stranger Things season 3. There's a lot of just 80s Easter eggs.
Mhm.
Like I feel like they stole literally something from every 80s movie. Like the Terminator, that one Russian dude who's just walking exactly like the Terminator, dressed exactly like the Terminator. Season 3, everything about that. The whole like they keep claiming it's like a Red Dawn thing, and it totally is. Everything
Yeah,
is
that's a
like
good one,
it's so
too.
derivative. I'm just like, dude, you can literally just go through and just like let's watch every movie from the 80s and take one thing from each thing. And
Mhm.
like the Blob, dude, somehow the fucking mind flayer thing just is exactly the Blob. It just takes over people one by one and fucking builds fucking Megatron Blob.
Yep. Did I tell you I watched the original Blob?
It's a terrible
Recently
movie,
from the
dude.
50s?
It's terrible. You tried to make us watch it, dude. Oh wait, it was from the 50s. That's what it was.
Yeah, I don't think I tried to make you guys. I watched this like within the year.
Didn't
I
they
don't think
do
I
a
tried to
remake
wa-
in the 80s too, or am I crazy?
No, they did a remake in the 80s.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever.
They're both terrible, dude. I don't. You. So I think that we were doing when we were doing the horror movie things because we would do horror movie. Sorry, horror movie festivals. You definitely tried to make us watch the Blob once. It was definitely talked about. It was like I'm not watching the fucking Blob. It was like Blob, Gremlins, or like the 17th Hellraiser.
See, I would watch the 80s Blob.
Would you watch Gremlins?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Gremlins Last Christmas.
I kind of hate all those movies. I don't know why.
I don't think I've ever seen the 80s Blob.
Really?
I don't remember.
I don't know if I have.
I don't remember ever watching it. It does seem like something I would lobby for trying to watch. That's absolutely accurate. But 50s Blob was basically just like this guy just walks into the police station. The Blob is eating everything, and then it just disappears because it goes to like someone else's house. And then he's just like, "You gotta believe me. There's a thing eating all the things." And the police are like, "Oh, go lay an egg. Get out of here, you crazy kid." Until it's big enough to eat the entire town. He's like, "See? You believe me now?"
Get
And
outta
then
here, you
They
crazy
just
kid.
accidentally find out how to kill it, and you're just like,
It's salt.
okay.
It's just simple table salt.
It was basically just fire extinguishers.
Uh,
Someone a fire lights, and then they just
ruin the
start.
Blob, dude.
Sorry,
No, I'm just kidding.
we don't have to watch it now. But yeah, movies, interesting.
What's the amount of time limit after something comes out before it's a spoiler?
I don't know. Good question.
Like, do you ever like? One of my friends was gonna watch The Godfather. I'm like, dude, The Godfather came out in the 70s. If you haven't watched it in 40 years now, you're not gonna watch it.
I would
That
say
was 2000.
you would have to wait for the movie to be out of theaters and on a streaming service for a decent amount of time. So maybe like out of theaters on a streaming service for 6 months.
That's pretty quick.
Does that seem too soon?
I was gonna say
Maybe a year?
I was gonna say like 5 years. After a movie comes out, give it 5 years. Haven't seen it, you're open to
It's on you.
spoilers.
Yo, have you guys seen the thing
That's
where
true.
Michael Keaton spoils Batman like the day before it came out?
No.
He's on like a late night show and they're asking him about it, and he's like, "Well, yeah, so like I'm the Batman, and so his parents are killed by the Joker. Well, you don't really know that till the end of the movie, and like everyone's just like, oh, and he's like, well, whatever, you'll still go see it. Yeah, and I feel like I probably already just said too much."
Damn.
And then they just immediately cut to commercial. They're like,
Michael
"Oh, all
Keaton.
right, we'll be back with Michael Keaton."
What a great actor.
He acted like he didn't spoil that shit on purpose. That was the best acting he ever did.
I'm excited to see him as the
Old Batman.
in the Flash movie, but apparently the Flash movie is the guy Ezra. What's his name? Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He,
isn't he?
he has a ton of allegations against him, and they are pretty bummed about the release of this movie. I think
Isn't he
now.
on the run right now?
He like
Yeah.
had been arrested in Hawaii and has like kids
Wait, the Flash?
living. Yeah, like
He's
kids
living-
living in
he's-
a ranch on like a compound with a bunch of
Let's
guns.
see here.
Yeah, the dude's a nut job. Like he's like
Well, hold on. Let's hear his side of the story, Jerry. Jesus.
he was like grooming some like 16-year-old and
Oh, okay.
then
I'm out.
he's on the run with her now or something, I think.
According to Rolling Stone, Guns, Bullets, and Weed, Ezra Miller housing 3 young children and their mother at a Vermont farm.
And they're still putting the movie out?
Oh yeah.
The movie comes out like next year.
No way.
It said 2023 for the
Yeah, I'm
release, but
telling
they're
you-
like very, very like
That's not going to
fuck.
happen. They're not putting Amber Turd in a movie because she fucking took a dump on a bed. They're not going to let this guy fucking. They're not going to let this guy groom 3 kids and fucking put the movie out.
Yeah, it's a weird area that they're in. I feel like this movie's supposed to like reset.
Yeah, they
the
said it's like
Justice League.
it's supposed to be a huge deal.
Yeah, they're never going to let it go through.
And
Mark my words.
They're like, God damn it! Like we're trying to fix our problems, and this was the movie.
you
And
know what
then-
they're going to do?
who-
They're probably going to just superimpose somebody else's face on him. CGI.
Who is what else is he? I've never. Who is he?
That was the first thing I seen him in, but he's also in the fucking Fantastic Beasts series, the Harry Potter shit.
Is he like the main guy?
He was like I think a main villain in the first one.
He was in Fantastic Beasts, the Flash, or no, the Flash is going to be the Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Trainwreck?
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
He
Standard
is,
Prison
so he is the guy
Experiments,
that plays the Flash in like the first split second in that one movie, though.
and Justice League. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw Justice League.
Yeah, he played a pretty big part in Justice League. Anyway, I think we're coming up on our at the end of our broadcast here. I'd like to thank everybody for listening. You can usually find us here live and local, late breaking on a Sunday morning / afternoon. Let us know what you think. You can find us on Instagram. Find our link tree in our bio. And I believe in life after love.
Do you?
Do you believe in life after love?